Yo, what up? Welcome back to the channel, guys. How's it going? Welcome everybody. Welcome back to another video. Today we are ranking all of the great one foxes, man. We're ranking all 9 of them from my favorite to my least favorite, and also known as from the worst one to the best one. So we did it with the pheasants, right? We did it with the pheasant great ones. In that video, I went for 12 minutes without doing a single cut. I'm personally very proud of that. I didn't do any cuts. We went all the way through without a single cut. So I'm gonna try to do it again. And if I make a mistake, I'm just gonna kind of leave it in, and it doesn't matter. Let's just get into. You guys want to see me rank the foxes? I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna talk too much. As I go through, I'm going to talk about why I don't like this one as much, or why I like this one as much. But at the end, I'm kind of going to get more into depth about what I really think of the Great One Foxes, what I like about them, what I would have maybe liked to have seen them do different, what I do like about them, what I don't like. Because I do have some thoughts after, you know, some time has gone by now. And like I do have some thoughts about them. So we'll get into that. But let's just get right into ranking them. So right off the bat, you guys could probably guess what my least favorite one is, if you know me at all. It's the cherry blossom, number 9. This is basically a pink fox, and it's called the cherry blossom, and it's a short-haired pink fox. I think they just kind of replaced the light. It's basically the light orange kind of variation, right, of like the females, I think, or like the males too, and they just kind of went from the orange to make it like kind of pink. It does look really cool with like the blue. Is it blue eyes or green eyes? That looks pretty cool. But this one's my least favorite. I just think it's kind of underwhelming and not super creative. So it's a steady 9th for me. It's a steady 9th for me. So moving into 8th spot, now it gets a little trickier. So they're pretty close for me as we get into like 7th, 6th. They're all pretty close. 8th, I do have the Midnight Poppy. Excuse me. I'm looking at them as I go, by the way, so I can kind of remember and look at them and, you know, critique them as I go. The Midnight Poppy, I don't hate it at all. I think it's got some cool things about it. They've done some cool they do have some white kind of detail, flecks of white and stuff, but it's kind of monotone for me. It's black and orange. It's basically like a Halloween candy. Cool, fine. That's all good. But for me, it's a little bit boring. I wouldn't be sad to get any of these. Basically, I think I would only be really disappointed if I got the cherry blossom in a grind, unless it came really early. But I wouldn't be sad to get the Midnight Poppy. I think this one is fine. I just think it's, again, they didn't do very much. It's just black and orange, I feel like. It's a nice little touch having the white on the tail, but other than that, yeah. So moving into 7th, Mystic Snowdrop. I think this one's pretty cool. I tend to like the floofier foxes, and I think this is why this one's kind of bumped down for me. They finally went with 3 colors now. One thing that I am going to touch on later on, I said I wouldn't get into this until the end of the video, but we've got black, orange, and white on all of them, except for the cherry blossom that's pink. But I think they could have done more with colors. Like I said, I'll get more into that at the end of the video, but the whole way through, all the way from 8th to number 1, we've got black, orange, and white to work with for whatever reason. And this one's got some more detail, which I like. I think there's more detail put into this. The flecks of white kind of meshing in with the blue and the orange. I like the legs. I like what they made the front legs different than the back legs. A little more black kind of on the shoulder, going up into down from the shoulder into the leg. But again, I would have liked them to do maybe some different eye color on this one. It looks like the eyes are orange. But yeah, so that's in 7th. 6th place is the candy cane. I kind of like the candy cane. I'm not going to lie. I like what they did with the front legs, with like the burnt orange going down into the black. I like the streaks. I think the streaks look really cool. This is a good one. It could have got a higher placing, I think. It is like a floofier one. I've got it in 6th. I feel like it maybe could have, I feel like 6th, 5th, 4th, it's all kind of a tie. I do like this one. I would not be sad at all to get the candy cane. I think it's a cool one. Also, and another thing I want to touch on is what's with the Christmas theme, man? Like, you know, a lot like the cutesy Christmas names and the Christmas theme, and like only having the 3 colors, the black, orange, and the white. I feel like so much more could have been done here with these, man. I really do. I like them. I think they're beautiful, but when you really start to think about it and kind of imagine what could have been done, they could have done so much more. They really could have. Next up, we've got as you can see on the screen, the Blood Moon. I want to like this one more. It's a short-haired variation. I think I would have liked it more if it was floofier. Again, the two-tone moose, right? The half tar, same thing. They seem to always like to have one that's like half one thing and half the other, like some kind of chimera or whatever. But I think it looks pretty cool. I like it. I would have liked it more if it was floofy. This is basically, they've taken the midnight poppy and the peppermint and put them together, half and half of each. So that's basically what I see when I look at this, and it's fine. Again, I wouldn't be upset to get this one in my grind, but I don't know. I feel like it could have been better. Next up, as you can see on the screen, we've got the licorice. I really like this one. I tend to like the darker variations of a lot of the great ones. I think they did a really cool job. I love the jet black legs, the really dark blacks. They've done a lot with the contrast here, going from white to black and everything kind of in between. Again, though, it's just gray and white and black. But I really like this one, and so that's why I've got it in 4th. And basically, it's pretty much a tie, I think, with the next one, which is the peppermint. Kind of different variations of each other. I think I like this one more because I like the streaks on the legs, and only on the legs. It makes this thing kind of pop. The jet black ears. I would love to have this one spawn in a Great One Fox grind. I really do like this one. It's one of my favorites. It's in 3rd. 2nd place and 1st place they're pretty close, but one stands out. I don't know. What do you guys? Let me know down in the comments what you guys thought was going to be. Now that you know what the next 2 are, the top 2. What were you guys thinking it was going to be? Were you right? Were you wrong? Comment that below and let me know. And of course, guys, like the video as well. Before I move on to this next one, please like the video, please comment. It helps so much. Any engagement, right? So comments, likes, I've been talking about this a lot lately, but the comments and the likes, they are huge for growing the channel and hitting the algorithm. So if you guys could do that, that would be tremendous. Let me know what your favorite Great One Foxes are, what your least favorite, your thoughts, kind of share your thoughts and feelings the way that I am right now down in the comments. That would be cool. And I'll be reading every single one of them. So 2nd place, guys, I've got the Rosebud Frost. This one's really friggin' cool. I really like it. Again, at this point, I'm so bored of orange and black and white, and I get it. This is a red fox, but look what they do with some of the other great ones, right? Look at the pheasants. We've got every color of the friggin' rainbow. I just don't know why they had to only do orange, black, and white for these guys, but I like this one. I like what they did on the back legs there. They added a little bit of black on the back. It's got its paws are all black. They did some stuff on this one that they hadn't done on any other one, like basically the black paws and the black snout I think looks really cool. The ears are white and black. There's a lot of different stuff going on here. I love the flecks of white going over the back and into the tail, big floofy tail. And again, it's floofy and I love that. And that leaves only one more to look at, and it is my favorite, and I think it's the best one, at least for me, and that is the Scarlet Nightshade. This one's awesome. It's just awesome. I love the face. I love the flecks of white on the face. I love the yellow eyes. I love the flecks of white on the back and on the leg, and then the jet black legs. This is my favorite one. Again, I don't really feel like it's not a huge standout though. Like it's not a huge standout from the Rosebud Frost or the peppermint and licorice for me. I think those 4 are all pretty close for me, those top 4, but the Mystic Snowdrop, it just stands out. I like how dark it is. The orange going all the way from the snout, just the whole underside of this thing is like an orange and white, right? And it looks cool and it passes all the way through. It's just got I don't know, it's just really good. I feel like it's the most creative one, maybe by far. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I would have loved to see them do more. I would have loved to see, like, why not, you know, they've done the scarred ones before. They've never done, I don't think they've ever done blood on a great one, but there are the aggro wolf, right? The mission wolf in Quattro, the aggro, it's got blood on its face. So they've done blood before in the game. Maybe there's some reason why they won't do it anymore, but I would have loved to have seen a scarred up fox, right? That had gotten into a fight, some blood on its face. Maybe, you know, a chunk out of its like mouth or something, and like just this like permanent snarl. Why not do like a vicious one, you know, with like, yeah, like scarred up fur little patches of fur missing, maybe kind of the way they did it with the scar, the scarred up tar great one. I would have loved to have seen them use some other colors too. They've done it with other great ones. It's definitely not far-fetched to think that they would do that. Maybe like a collared one. maybe like I would have loved to have seen them use some of the colors like the obsidian pheasant, like maybe like a dark bronzy kind of brown coat with maybe like a collar that has like tinges of like some bright green, like greens, shiny green and shiny blue, kind of like the obsidian pheasant or like the underside of the pearl pheasant. It's just like bright and shiny. They could have done so much, or maybe even go into like, you know, look into like extinct species from like the Pleistocene era and stuff. I'd love to see them do that more. If you guys have watched the Call of the Wild concept videos where I talk about concepts for great ones and stuff, I always talk about like Pleistocene era, epoch era, extinct species of animals like the Irish elk, the dire wolf, the bison latifrons. We've talked about the Cape lions, you know, all that kind of stuff. And I would love to see them do that. And I just feel like these could be more interesting than just giving them different variations of the same 3 colors. And I'm not hating. I think they're beautiful and I appreciate the work that went into them. I just think there could have been more. The color palette only being 4 colors for every single one, and we've got 9 variations and they're just so similar to each other. I would like to see them do more and get more creative with future green ones. And that's pretty much where I'm at. But yeah, so those are my favorites. Those are my least favorites. Do you guys agree? Do you disagree? Let me know. Let me know your whole list from 9 to 1. I would love to see those. A lot of you guys did that in the pheasant video, and I would love to see you do it here in the comments for this video too. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think I did any cuts. I'm hoping that I didn't. I'll look back at the edit, but I think I made it all the way through without doing a cut. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to be live today. We're going to do some trophy lodge tours. We're going to do some more hunting. The streams have been a blast lately. I appreciate you guys being there. It's been so much fun, and they'll continue to be fun. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please do like the video. It helps so much, guys. Leave me a comment, all that good stuff. And that's it for me. I'll see you guys soon, as always, in the next one.